point to engage in long, deliberate, and expansive versions of Schadenfreude. But I will say to you right now that I cannot put into words how happy I am. How happy I am that the Stephen Colbert show has been announced as canceled, effective May or some particular time. It doesn't matter. It is over. It is one of the best days in a long time, and not just because from a programming point of view. Oh, no. That's not it. We can argue about programming all the time. What it means is what it means. And what it means is so critical, my friends, so important, that I'm going to try my best to put it into words and see if I can explain to you why you and all of us should be thrilled beyond belief. And again, it's not just a programming deal. It's not just about that. That's not it. And it's not just merely dancing on the, how do I say this? It's not just dancing on the, let me see if I can change this. It's not dancing on the head of a pin, as it were. No. What it is something more different, more important. It is something which I say to you now. It is so critical and so necessary. For the longest time, we have been besieged, as you know, by virtue of entertainment shows that had nothing to do with entertainment. But these were gloating examples of absolute horror. Horror that really did nothing but replicate and expatiate these moments of, let me see how I change something here. These replications and repetitions of silly and stupid Trump hatred, if that makes any sense. All they did was just talk about this horrible hatred, this I don't know what the word is, this sense of horror. And you see, what's important to note is that we, who are in the business, we, all of us, have been fighting for the longest time, fighting not just necessarily the bad guys, not just necessarily the folks who are, how do I say this? Not necessarily just the folks who are involved in politics, but we had to fight as well those people who were involved in the business of promotion of propaganda. We were always in the midst of some kind of propaganda fight and battle. And for the longest time, those of us who have been going through this, we've had to deal with friends, family, and this juggernaut, this absolute juggernaut called the left media. And sometimes people would confuse the media with politics. Now, what I suggest to you is very simply that the politics cannot be separated from the media. It is that critical. What we are seeing right now and what we are watching is the collapse not just of a TV show or a variety show, but the end of a political juggernaut, a directive. As I speak to you right now, ex cathedra, as I say ex cathedra, from the position of the chair of me as your pope, as your ribald at times, but nonetheless you're a dutiful servant. I cannot tell you how happy I am of what we're seeing right now, because this is not just the end of Stephen Colbert, but the end of a terrible way of thinking. A terrible way of thinking, a terrible way of people acting, a terrible way of, you know. When I saw this last night, I don't know where I was, my wife and I were in the marital bed watching something, doing something, and I looked and I said, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, look at what we are seeing right now. We're seeing the end, dear heart, the end of a dark and horrible period of our American history. Because these people, these bastards, these horrible, horrible, rancid, terrible folks, who for the longest time represented so much pain to us, now we're in the position of watching for the first time them getting their due, as it were. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to change this thing so we can chat. I'm changing one particular aspect of this, something of which you don't really want to know how I do this. It doesn't really matter. But one of the things that we are doing, that we are in the position right now of, that's not it, of celebrating. I will get to you momentarily. I promise you. I swear to you I will. We will enjoy this moment. As you are ready to talk, I realize you are trying to join me. And I'm not going anywhere. I had it so perfectly situated, so perfectly arranged. You see, my friend, without the ability to launch a thought, in today's world, it means nothing that I'm able to provide you the best commentary there is, but if I cannot figure out how to hit my live stream buttons, all is for naught. Indeed, my friends, all is for naught. Let me see here. Again, talk amongst yourself. Well, you can't talk amongst yourself. Let me see here. There we go. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting to see something. I'm starting to see. Yes, yes. Are we there? Can I get a 5 by 5? Do we see? Are we here, my friends? Are we here? Am I seeing this? Give me a 5 by 5 if you are here. I'm looking. I'm waiting to see. I hope you are. There's a bit of a delay. Yes, J being 5 by 5. There you are. Yes, yes, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you, and I'm so thrilled and so happy. What are the words that first come to mind? And my apologies for the delay. What words first come to mind when you heard that this horrid show is over? What words best explicate how you feel now? What? How do you explain to people why you are so thrilled? I want to see what you were doing. Everybody is here, 5 by 5. Thank you. There's a bit of a delay. I'm so sorry for all of this, for this nonsense. What words? Elation, yippee. Carol DeJong says yippee, and not in the Abby Hoffman sense, but yippee in terms of yippee-i-o, ki-a. How thrilled I am. How thrilled I am that we are here in this world. I don't know who bothers me the most. I will probably say this. Of the people that represent these positions, the ones who bothered me the most, I think was probably Colbert. And Colbert, for reasons I'm trying to be very diplomatic. Colbert was an imposter in so many respects. Colbert wanted to be the family man. He was the Catholic. He came across, it was a bit of a shtick. I'm not here to debate his authenticity, but I never believed for a moment his I never believed what he said he was. I never thought for a moment that what he was saying was true. I never thought for a moment that what he was saying was legitimate. I never thought at all that what he was in any way even remotely legitimate. I never bought it. I never bought his story. I never bought his thing. I never bought the whole storyline. And the reason I guess I don't buy it is because I just never thought that his attempts at authenticity ever made sense to me. I'm reading your thoughts and comments. I'm trying still in the middle of this to do a couple of things here. I'm not trying, my friends, to be so dense. Please bear with me. And thank you, as always, for being with us. I appreciate it immensely. Let me see here. That's not it here. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm seeing right here. Let me see here. Let me see here as well. To be this lone voice. To be this lone voice in this. There we go. Hang on a minute. To be this lone voice, ladies and gentlemen. Keep talking. I know this is, you're probably thinking this is probably some of the most, monumentally, this is some of the most horribly, terribly, horrid, descriptive moments. But we're going to get through this, by God. I've got to get this one particular button, which is so difficult to do. Not when you're not on a computer, but when using a laptop or an iPad, it is virtually impossible. But keep talking. I want you to understand, to grasp, ladies and germs, how we're going to do this. Just a minute here. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this is horrible. So kind to let me do this. I was in such a hurry, I even started early. Did you notice I started early? I even got to the studio early. I said, I've got to get early. I've got to get there first. We've got to talk about this quickly. We have got to get to this quickly. And I'm going to do it, by God. I'm going to do it. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. You talk. Talk amongst yourselves. Hang on here. That's not it. There we go. We want that. Yes, we want that there. No, that's not it. I keep hitting that button. I do not know why I hit that button. Stand by. Let me see here. Anyway, let me go back to what I'm saying. Let me go back and read my stuff here. This is so frustrating because I wanted the monetization. Anyway, I was trying, Lionel. It's gone. Thanks, September Man. You are my late show. Yes, let me see here. Let me see this. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, dear friends. We are getting closer. Hang on a minute. We are getting closer. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have something. I believe we have it now. I believe we are making music. Let me see. It's only taken, I don't know how many minutes now. Hang on, keep talking. Keep talking. Some of the best, you must admit, this is some of the best. There we go. There we go. Now we're in a live chat. There we go. Are we doing it now? Can we see something now? Will I see? Once I see your name pop up, once I see it, once I will see it. Once we have 257. Very, very good. Hang on now. Hang on. Could it be I'm falling in love, ladies and gentlemen? Could it be? No, that's not it. I'm going to do this again. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to keep talking, talk amongst yourselves. Well, thank you, Pam Bond. That's not it. I'm playing myself. That's not it. That's Gore Vidal. We don't want that one. I was spending today. My friends, bear with me. Think not ill of me. I'm so good at what I do at this. I'm so good. I am so great at what I do. I am so good at this. And all I'm trying to do is hit the monetization button, because without that, we are wasting our time. Without monetization, we are wasting our time. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Oh, dear Lord. Admit something to yourself. This is some of the best stuff you've ever seen. Admit. This is probably some of the best. This is some of the best you have ever seen. And you are absolutely riveted by this. I understand. I understand completely. I understand totally. Let me see. This is going back to here. I'm going to do this again. Watch what I do. Watch what I do.